Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss about the gold prices. You see a lot of uncertainty in global scenarios. There's a Russia-Ukraine war going on for a year and a half now. Middle East, also Israel, Iran, they have got into war situation and they are like hitting from both sides. So situations are escalating. And today there's a huge fall globally in the stock market. America, Japan, Taiwan, Korea, Singapore, India, all markets have falling with a big margin. So the question comes, should we invest in gold? And is gold going to touch 1 lakh rupees per 10 gram? Because that is a sort of benchmark Indians are looking at. And in that sense, they keep on talking about. So before I proceed, I'll just discuss this question in light of some data, whether gold investing in gold has been a good thing or not a good thing. I'll answer this question. And also, in what form we should be buying gold. So when you look at the normally Indian household, which holds maximum amount of gold, almost about 11,000 tons, these golds are held in form of jewelry. And as you know, whenever you buy jewelry, the jewelry has a purpose only aesthetic view or view of using it, because you have to pay making charges, which is nowadays 20-25%, and also you suffer from the chance of purity issue. Although the hallmark and all made it very simple, but still there could be some issues where you go to buy gold. Second option comes, can you buy coin? So if you buy coin, whatever price I'm going to show here, you have to pay some premium. Third is, can you buy e-gold? E-gold means either SGB, sovereign gold bond, or gold ETF. So I'll answer all these. And I also talk historically how gold has fared vis-a-vis Nifty, because that will give us some idea. Nifty means if you don't understand market and you just invest in Nifty ETF, so how your investment could have done. So from that perspective, similarly, we'll talk about gold and different forms of gold. And then finally, we'll make some conclusion, and probably that could be a guideline for investors to what to do. So let's get going. Investing in stock is risky. I am not proposing any investment decision. I am going to just enlighten you with some educational numbers, some historical numbers, which you can yourself compute and find out the return which has come from gold, from Nifty, etc., etc. And I think if you want to really enrich your skill on stock market, do some courses related to a stock market. I do have one for you. You may like to visit drbishram.graphy.com, and there are some free courses, some paid courses. You may enjoy doing it. So all the best. You may also do from other sources if you wish. But one thing I can tell you, if you do the courses from my website, you will get the best rate. I have purposely done it because for me, money earning is not the key. Earning, main thing is educating people and making them really aware so that they can create their own wealth. So let's keep moving. So Nifty 50 was started on 95. That time we started with 1000, a number of index number of 1000. Today, even after the fall today, it is trading at about 24,000. So when you look back at Nifty 50, in last 29 years, the Nifty journey is from 1000 to 24,000. Now, when you try doing the sort of simple math, if you do a simple math in terms of 50 numbers, here is, I have done calculation for you. So what you will see here is Nifty 50,000, 24,000, 24 times in 29 years. So it gives a return of 11.58% CAGR. It gives a CAGR, compound return of 11.58%. But somebody who bought Nifty on 1st January 1995, today, without doing anything, he should be sitting at a return of 11.58%. Mind it, this is not free. You have to pay tax if you sell it today. Now let's talk about gold. Let's move towards gold. Now when you go to the gold and you look at historical gold prices, here different year gold prices is mentioned. So let's see what was the price on 1st Jan 1995. So 1995 price was 4680 and today price is about 71,500. So we'll go back to the calculator once again and see that how much return gold has given. So moving to the calculator again, you see if you go with gold price on 1st Jan was 4680, Today 71,500. So multiply 15.27 times, which gives you a compound rate of 9.86%. Very close. I think although Nifty is the winner, but with a narrow margin, it is not a huge margin. Should we conclude it is the winner? Well, don't know. So let's hold on, guys, and let's see another view of the gold. You know, after Modi Sarkar came into power in 2014, they started a gold bond known as SGB, Sovereign Gold Bond. First series was launched in November 2015, which matured in November 23. So tenure of the bond is 8 years. And if you hold this bond for 8 years, you get around 2.5%, although that time interest was 2.75%. But today you get 2.5% interest rate. And if you don't sell in the market, it matures, then the whole proceeds is tax free. With that backdrop, let's look at what the SGB return it has given. So let's look at SGB return, first series of SGB return, and see what sovereign gold bond return it has given. So here, this is the first series which matured in 23. It was issued at 2684. It was sold at 6132 per gram. These are the numbers per gram. And in between, 590 rupees came as the interest. So when you look at the total return on this gold bond, what you will see is, here is the numbers. 2685 issue price, 84, 6132, the selling price, which maturity price, 590 you received as interest. So total receipt becomes 6722, and that gives you a hopping 12.16% return. So if you look from SGB perspective, SGB in last 8 years had outnumbered even Nifty also. Although gold prices world over is much lower than the index prices, but here it has given a very different return. And mind it, this is tax free, friends. You don't pay any tax on this. This means if you invested 10 lakhs in 15, you could have taken home a huge money, which is about 25 lakhs, 24, 25 lakhs, and that too you don't pay any tax on that. So is it not good? Very good. Now the next question comes, when gold is going to touch 1 lakh mark, and also Nifty. Nifty will take a lot of time because just 25,000 level now. So maybe another 15, 20 years or whatever. So now if you do a simple calculation, if you take gold return at 9.86%, then Nifty will touch in 3.5 years. Then gold will touch 1 lakh rupees per 10 gram in 3.5 years, which means 25, 26, 27. By sometime in 27, it will touch about 1 lakh. But is that the number? Friend, as you can see, I have just taken historical data and extrapolated it. History doesn't repeat itself. It may be early, it may be late. So let's take SGB thing. If you take 12.16%, then gold can touch 1 lakh in 2.9 years. So, and looking at the scenario today and the way stock market is beaten today, it appears that this may not take 3.5 years. This may be early. So, what exactly is the lesson from this particular simple exercise? India love gold. So is the RBI, so is China's central bank, and many central banks are buying gold. Why they're doing that? It's a more stable stuff in the time of crisis. The way things are escalating everywhere, like 2 wars already in place. One is Ukraine and Russia, and then you have got Middle East, where Israel and, it started with Gaza, then it is Israel and Iran, they have come together and fighting. So if these things are escalating, if the third war opens sometime in Taiwan and China area, then the possibility of third world war cannot be ruled out. And from that perspective, if these things happen, stock market will crash, and the very safe currency for investment would be gold. So from that perspective, it appears very interesting to invest in gold. Now, should you buy jewelry to make your wife happy? You may have to invest some money, and that you can do. But otherwise, if you are doing purely from investment perspective, then breaking into SGB and solid gold could be an option. I personally prefer SGB because it also gives you 2.5% interest. And Government of India, RBI, keeps on bringing every quarter an issue of SGB. So you can go on accumulating, and depending on your appetite, depending on your portfolio, you can glitter your portfolio with the sign of gold, and pray that gold gives a better return than what is given in last 8 years in India. So friends, hope you have liked the deliberation. Thank you so much for your time. Stay engaged. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.